The guided meditation is an important part of the Unity service. It's a bit of prayer, a bit of sermon, and an introduction to today's lesson. So now, as we prepare for our meditation, get comfortable in your chair or wherever you may be at home. Close your eyes if you would like. Clear your mind of all conscious thoughts. Take a deep breath. Breathe out all fear and negativity. Breathe in the love of Spirit. Breathe out all worries and stress. And breathe in the grace of God. Release the tension from every muscle in your face, in your neck, your shoulders, and throughout your body. Feel the spiritual energy of this room flowing over you like a warm shower, carrying away all of your troubles, all of your worries, and all of your fears. Know that this spiritual energy is very real. You're feeling the love and compassion flowing not only from Spirit, but from the people around you. Now, we all know people who define their lives by their grievances. Whenever we see them, they recite their litany of complaints about how their ex-partners, their children, their parents, their one-time friends have ruined their lives. We've heard these stories many times and wonder at how they keep a person from enjoying and advancing their lives. You just want to hug these people and say, let it go. You cannot change the past by clinging to it. The people who hurt you cannot undo what they did. But there is a way for you to change your life. You can forgive them. Holding grievances prevents us from growing emotionally and locks us in a room with no windows, so we cannot see new opportunities and real fulfillment of our life purpose. Most importantly, it blocks our path to spiritual growth, stopping cold our journey to enlightenment. Jesus spoke of forgiveness in his Lord's Prayer. Although it has been awkwardly worded in translations that speak of debts, sins, and trespasses, it might be better understood as, may those whom I have hurt forgive me, as I forgive those who have hurt me. Forgiveness sets us free from past injustices. It clears our souls for the path ahead and gives us new shoes to walk that path. So when you're ready, open your eyes and come back to the loving blessings of this glorious Sunday morning and to the community that you share it with. And as you go about your life every day of the year, remember to forgive everyone who annoys you, misuses you, breaks your trust, or disappoints you. For your grievance against them does not hurt them. It only hurts you. And your forgiveness will set you free. And now we have a special treat. We have a story by Alyssa Pearmain.
Thank you, Wes. That was beautiful. And I just want to introduce Elisa. I met Elisa's sister through A Course in Miracles. And she lives down near Chattanooga. And one day I was speaking at Unity in central Massachusetts, and this woman who looked exactly like her sister came up and introduced herself. And that was Elisa. And that day, she offered a story, one of her wisdom tales. And I was very taken by it. And I've wanted to get her here now for 5 years. So Elisa's not just a professional storyteller, she's also a professional psychotherapist and an author, has written many books, and now is working on a book specifically focused on forgiveness. So I would like you to give her a warm Cape Cod welcome to Elisa.
And I didn't raise my hand because I was here once before with Vicki and her husband many years ago to hear one of your beautiful services, and I'm so happy to be back. So, once upon a time in India. Oh, shall we make it easier for people to see?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Don't go too near that. Start again, as they say in Monty Python. Once upon a time in India, a woman lived in a village which sat high on a hill. And every day, she, as many of the women did, would walk down the hill to the river, where she would fill her 2 clay pots full of water. And then she would tie the pots to a pole that she would carry on her shoulders, and she would walk slowly back up the path to the village. And there she would deposit the water in the common cistern. Now, one of the pots always delivered a full load of water. The other had a crack in its side, and when she reached the top of the hill, half of the water had dripped out. Now, this pot with the crack was so ashamed of itself. And one day it just couldn't keep it to itself any longer, and it said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. I hate the way I had this crack, and by the time we reach the top, half my water has dripped out, and I think you should replace me with another pot. It's not fair to you and all the work you do." Well, the woman looked down and picked up the pot, and she said, "Oh, that is a very sad story you're telling. I know you have a crack. But I want to show you something that I think will make you happy. Next time we're walking up the hill, just notice what you see on the path." And so the next time, as they were walking up the hill, the pot with the crack looked down and saw that there were beautiful flowers along the path of many colors and fragrances, and it did make the pot smile. And when they reached the top, she said, "Thank you, that was very nice of you to try and cheer me, but this flaw, this crack, you've got to replace me. I'm ashamed, I'm sorry." And again, the woman picked up the pot and she said, "Did you notice that there were only flowers growing on your side of the path? I have known about your crack for 2 years, and I planted those seeds and let the water from your crack help them to grow." She said, "This journey up and down the hill would not be nearly so nice if it weren't for these flowers. Everyone loves them, and we also decorate our homes with them. I hope you can see how valuable you are to us. I hope you can tell yourself a better story." And the pot smiled indeed. And that's the end of that.